In a world of cannibalism, kidnap, and the occasional unsolicited teabag sits a collection of newly added ways to survive or maim. And whether you're new to DayZ or have countless hours under your proverbial belt, these items have the potential to change the way you play. And here, I'll give you a list so concise even Oscar will Schindler his pants. If you like the video, please leave a like or a subscribe, it really helps me out. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Wait. When the hell did I get shot in the arse? Starting off simple with an item that's useful but also cosmetically appealing, it's the cool Hannah Hunter backpack. This was added in a few patches ago and is just a cosmetic upgrade, but it looks really cool and it's a well sought after backpack. Next on the list is the crossbow. Not just a useful weapon but also proof the developers care about what the players want. So even when you think you're a dead man walking, you can bolt to the finish line and Daryl Dixon your way into a sequel. It's also reasonably overpowered considering you can just get as much ammo as you want as long as you have a knife, which I did mention in another video. Next you have the SSG-A2, or as I like to call it, baby's first sniper rifle. But don't let it confuse you, it is quite a powerful gun and can get you out of some decent situations, and it comes with a scope attached and can be easily found in most police stations, meaning as a fresh spawn you can get your hands on a pretty decent gun early on. Next we have the sword. So when it comes to sword play, you can be a cut above the rest, really slice that competition, get straight to the point. But this is easy to underestimate because it sort of got thrown in with the crossbow, but as a melee weapon it is easily one of the best, adding cut damage and a decent amount of power. It's not one to be underestimated. Another somewhat unnecessary but decent addition anyway is the blowtorch. Attaching one to a gas canister means you can repair a car, and given in DayZ cars are made out of paper mache, this can come in really useful. Now moving to something a bit more cosmetic, we have the new masks. These things are haunting, but they're also amazing. You can roleplay, identify your teammates better, or use one to kidnap Natalie Portman and try to blow up a giant clock. But moving on from cosmetic to practical, we have the M79. This was added a few patches ago and it switches up the knock knock game to a whole new level, allowing up to 4 different types of rounds to be added in interchangeably. You can flash, blow and gas, or as we call it in the north, the Louis CK special. Next we have something that's pretty useless, although it makes an okay distraction. It's the fireworks launcher. There was no real reason for them to add this, but it's still fun all the same, which is why I included it in the list. Then we have another gun, the Derringer. Like the Amazon guy told me when I couldn't let go of my parcel at one time, good things come in small packages, and there has never been a more pertinent example than this, or those poor ruined socks. But the Derringer is a hidden gem of a gun. It is small, it takes 357 ammo, and in a desperate situation it can absolutely save your life. Then we have something that was needed, the improvised filters. Adding another way to survive the gas zone, given how prevalent they can be, is just straight up useful. By using a bottle and some charcoal, it means you can hoard a few filters and spend a lot longer in the toxic zones. Then we have one of the best additions in the latest patches, the Humvee. The Humvee is a very versatile truck, decent control, decent off-roading, bullet resistance, and a great tool for assaults. Next we have another craftable item, the improvised cooking stand. Now carrying a cooking stand around with you is useful but can also be a bit of a pain because it takes up a decent amount of space. However, having the ability to build one on the fly just creates a whole new dynamic where it could be argued the original stand becomes obsolete. However, this can be said about quite a few things in DayZ, where certain items have been overshadowed by better alternatives. And for the list of those alternatives, click here where I'll tell you all about them so you don't waste your time with poorer options. But as always, until next time.